The skilled Russian military shot down a Ukrainian drone, only to later realize it wasn't a Ukrainian drone at all. But they still pretended that everything went as planned. Well done.
Бля, мы красавчики! А по крылоту? Тут никуда не по-пляцки, а да, крылота? Есть, но пиздец! Чай расхуярено, конечно. Сломалось, да? Красавчик, да, все работаем.
In a significant strike against Russian military assets in occupied Crimea, Ukraine's main Directorate of Intelligence, GUR, successfully conducted an operation that resulted in the destruction of multiple radar and air defense systems. This marks yet another blow to Russian defensive capabilities in the region as Ukraine continues its strategic attacks on key military infrastructure. Among the critical assets neutralized in the operation were advanced radar and air defense systems, including 48YA6-K1 Podlyot, 2 units, a high-frequency, long-range radar system used for detecting low-flying and stealth targets, crucial for early warning and air defense coordination. 1L125 Niobe-SV, 2 units, a mobile radar system designed to track aerial targets and provide targeting information for air defense batteries. 39N6 Costa 2E2, 3 units, a radar system employed for detecting low-altitude aerial threats and assisting in anti-aircraft operations. 9C-19 Imbir, a key component of the S-300 air defense system, providing long-range target acquisition and tracking. Nebo-SV, a state-of-the-art radar system used to detect and track aerial threats, playing a crucial role in airspace surveillance. S-300VM, a high-performance surface-to-air missile system capable of engaging ballistic missiles, aircraft, and cruise missiles at long distances. Nebo-M, an advanced multi-band radar system designed for detecting stealth aircraft and other aerial threats. 59N6-E, Protivnik GE, a modern long-range 3D radar system used for tracking a wide range of aerial threats. MISS radar, a lesser-known but significant radar system used for air surveillance and coordination of defense operations. In addition to the radar system, several other key military assets were hit, further crippling Russian defenses in the region. S-300 SV launcher, a launcher unit of the S-300 surface-to-air missile system, vital for engaging airborne threats. Command posts. The command infrastructure of the ST-68 radar and the 39N6 Costa 2E2 radar were targeted, disrupting coordination and control capabilities. Pantsir-S anti-aircraft systems, 3 units. These short-range air defense systems, designed to counter drones, cruise missiles, and aircraft, were severely damaged. Naval assets. The Ukrainian strike also damaged the S-4236 Project Transport and tugboat, as well as the Fedor Ryupin Universal tugboat, disrupting logistical and operational capabilities in the Black Sea. Mi-8 helicopter, a multi-role military transport helicopter used for troop deployment and reconnaissance, was also hit. This operation represents a significant disruption to Russian air defense and surveillance capabilities in Crimea. The destruction of these radars and air defense systems reduces Russia's ability to monitor Ukrainian aerial operations and defend against further attacks. It also highlights Ukraine's increasing ability to conduct deep strike missions against fortified Russian positions. A record high level of Americans believe the U.S. isn't doing enough to support Ukraine, jumping 16 percentage points from December as President Trump tries to wind down the war, a new poll shows. Nearly half, or 46% of Americans feel the U.S. isn't doing enough for its war-torn ally, while 30% believe it's doing too much, and 23% say Washington is giving Ukraine the right amount of support, the Gallup survey found. The poll shows that more Americans than ever want the U.S. to do more for Ukraine since the war broke out 3 years ago and marks a significant jump from December, when 30% felt Washington wasn't doing enough. More than half of Americans believe Ukrainian territory lost in the war to Russia should be reclaimed when a resolution arises to end the fighting between the two countries. Between late 2023 and this most recent poll, Gallup had regularly found that a plurality of Americans believed the U.S. was doing too much for Ukraine. Ukraine and Russia have carried out a prisoner exchange under a 175 for 175 formula, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky announced. In addition to the 175 Ukrainian servicemen released under the exchange, 22 more defenders were freed through separate negotiations. Among them are severely wounded soldiers and individuals detained by Russia on fabricated charges. All released personnel will receive immediate medical and psychological assistance, Ukrainian authorities confirmed. This is one of the largest prisoner exchanges to date, involving soldiers, sergeants, and officers from various military branches, including the Armed Forces of Ukraine, the Navy, the National Guard, the Territorial Defense Forces, and the Border Guard Service. They fought in key battle zones including Mariupol, Azovstal, Donetsk, Luhansk, Kherson, Kharkiv, Mykolaiv, Zaporizhzhia, Sumy, and Kursk regions. I thank our team working on prisoner searches and exchanges for their efforts and results that give hope. We are also grateful to all our partners, especially the United Arab Emirates, for facilitating today's exchange, Zelensky said. On March 18th, Zelensky confirmed reports of the planned exchange, calling it prearranged but still an important development for Ukraine. They said about the exchange of 175 people for 175. I knew about it, to be honest, and the Security Service and DIU, I received this information. This is our pre-thought-out exchange. But in any case, the exchange is great for Ukraine, Zelensky said. Speaking on potential ceasefire discussions, Zelensky stressed that he would only take Russian President Vladimir Putin's words seriously if he agreed to release all Ukrainian prisoners of war. I would start taking Putin's words seriously if he agreed to return absolutely all of our prisoners of war. This would be a gesture that he is ready to demonstrate his desire to stop the war. We should not be afraid of our people who are in Russian prisons. We want to treat them, rehabilitate them, and not return them to the battlefield. Everything else is very fragile. We see what is happening with the ceasefire in the Middle East. But the issue of prisoners of war is a real and tangible step that can be seen and believed, the president added.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week at 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.